Hi, it's Nick Aster with TriplePundit.com here at the Global Reporting Initiative's 2013 conference in Amsterdam. I'm here with Paul Simpson. He is the CEO of CDP, which is now more than just the Carbon Disclosure Project. You're doing more than just carbon, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Nick. So we kind of recently rebranded from the Carbon Disclosure Project to CDP because for the last 12 years we've been working on climate change disclosure, and we've evolved more recently to add water and forest and very much moving towards natural capital disclosure in the economic system.
Excellent. Now, what does this have to do with GRI and sustainability reporting?
Sure. Well, we've been working with GRI for a number of years. GRI creating the indicators for sustainability reporting in reports. CDP has been requesting very specific disclosures on greenhouse gas emissions, what climate change means for the business, now water and forest. So we work closely with GRI, and if we take G4 as a great example, we're really focused on harmonising our efforts for greater change. So the G4 parts on greenhouse gas emissions really replicates and follows what CDP has been doing, the technical aspects of greenhouse gas emissions accounting, and for that it's really important we can make the process of reporting more efficient for companies, and so that we can really drive the change that needs to happen in reducing those emissions.
And since the goal is to drive change, the goal is to reduce emission, reduce the footprint and some of these other things that you're keeping track of, how does that actually work? I mean, how does reporting and how does keeping track of this stuff actually result in positive change?
Sure. Well, great question. And of course, reporting is the means to the end, and the end is the change, the reduced emissions, better stewardship of water and forest, etc. So we know that measurement leads to management. When companies measure things, they have information, they can use that to inform better decisions. That's crucial. But then the public disclosure reporting, the transparency creates further pressure for change. You know, companies are very competitive against each other. They want to outperform their peers on sustainability. That's a fantastic way the system works. So we get that. Beyond that, we get, and very much at CDP, we work with investors in companies and big companies down their supply chain. So they're very interested in, is the company managing risk? Is it becoming best in class at emissions performance, good, responsible, sustainable behaviour? So the investment community is a good pressure for that. We work with 700 investors, $87 trillion of assets. They want the companies they're investing in to demonstrate they're managing risk and seizing opportunity, and that's a great driver for change. We've also worked more recently with investors actually actively engaging companies who are poor performers on climate change, saying, look, we as investors expect you to set emissions reduction targets, demonstrate year-on-year performance improvements, because that's what a well-run company looks like, and that's how companies are going to benefit in the future environment.
Fantastic. Paul, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, Nick.